spirituality necessary for happiness? Interesting conversation, because many people, they are confused. What spirituality? Why spirituality? And so we are here to discuss this topic. Sip Sachin, sip iPhone, sip Kamalji, sip Rutanu, sip Atmanand, sip Minier, sip Siri, sip Nimi, sip Siva, sip Motorola, Ru Mataji Sadanand, sip Darcy, Sarojanand, Girishanand, sip Alak, Krishnanamma, Mita, Jyoti, Anand, sip Rajanand, Chotwani, Girija, Deepatma, sip Prakasha, Samatma, Atmatre, Krishna, and Siva. Sip Aham, sip Sukhi, Yogini, and Bharti, sip Prakash, Parthyama, Soham, Gigi, Sita, Sagai, sip Bliss and Bliko, Rajesh and Maitli, sip Harshal and Nichani Chidanand, and the rest of you are on the call. Welcome. Is spirituality necessary for happiness? Who would like to attempt this interesting subject? I can get straight into it, but I'd like to give you Sachin and Bliss. This is the
Shivam Guruji.
order. Sachin, Bliss, Atmatre, Krishna, and
Shivam,
Sukhi.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivoham, Shivoham.
Guruji, this spirituality is the absolute truth. Rest everything is illusion. So we
So,
have no, sorry.
how is it connected to happiness?
So if we are, we will, I mean, if we are following the path of spirituality, we'll always be in Satchit Anand, right? And what is better than Satchit Anand to be happiness?
There is a very foggy answer from your part. Answer has to be very clear. Please. Answer has to be very clear. Answer cannot be. People who are listening to you don't understand. Yeah, has to be. Spirituality has to be. I know why has to be. What has to be.
If following the what I'm trying to say is that when we have realized that we are not body, we are not atma. Sorry, we are not. Sorry, we are not body. We are not ego. We are not mind. We are divine. So this is the actual answer.
So what happens if you realize?
When we have realized that we are divine souls, so we have to go and we have to get unified with
Okay.
the
No, your answer is correct, but you're not in full consciousness. You're giving half. You're a little bit half here and half your mind is taking you somewhere. Your answer is correct, but the words are not expressing it correctly. Okay, so your answer is correct. You'll see how the words come. Okay, let me help you. What you're saying, spirituality is a place where you realize you're not the body, mind, ego. If you're
right,
not the body, mind, ego, then you overcome the triple suffering of the body,
right,
mind, and ego. If you
right,
overcome triple suffering, then you're happy. This
right,
is the answer. You're missing the
right,
link of the answer.
right.
Okay. I hope you got it now. Huh?
Got it.
Now, bliss. But there are many more answers. Many, many, many more answers. This can become a book one day. This can become a book. Yes, bliss.
Shwan, everyone. Love you all. I think spirituality is very essential in the life because we use it to understand many things and relation and why we are here on the earth and what is not purpose, what to do, how to do, and everything. It's very helping to use spirituality in the day-to-day life.
But why is it necessary for happiness?
What is happen? What?
Why is it necessary for happiness? Why we need spirituality for happiness?
Because you are able with spirituality to make a place for understanding why you are like this, because your mind, ego, and body to live the life, and we don't understand why the body make a very urge place in the life. But in fact, you are not the mind and the ego you are supposed to be. You have always be in consciousness to take the right decision.
And that will give you peace. Okay, good answer. Good.
Yeah.
Atmatray and Krishna.
Sure, sir. Sir, I think pleasure and give the happiness But for true happiness, spirituality is essential.
No, why?
Without true spirituality, we can't understand ourselves, who we are.
So how does it lead to happiness?
Uh,
It's such an easy answer. Everybody seems to know the answer, but everybody is losing the right words. You have to have the right words. As I told you, this can become a book. Spirituality and happiness can become, please, it's a beautiful, beautiful book. A complete book. Today's conversation can become a book.
okay.
Let us try to get
Thank you.
words. Okay, Admita, I know you know the answer, but in detail, let's see what Krishna has to say. Krishna and Sukhi.
Yes, sir, Krishnoham.
Krishnoha.
Sir, as per your call, because you have asked us, is spirituality needed for happiness? Is with two P's, spirituality is not needed for the first peak of happiness, which is pleasure, which may come and go. For that, spirituality is not needed. But for eternal happiness, for us to move from pleasure to peace to purpose, the third last peak of happiness, spirituality is needed. When we
Absolutely.
realize, when we overcome the triple suffering.
Excellent. So that's a very good answer. So, of course, you know, Krishna, as you talk, you can talk another 20 more points, right? There are many more aspects to this, but I'm happy you're sticking to one. But if somebody misses other points, please come back and add to it. Because as I'm talking to you, I realize this is a book, a full book. Spirituality and happiness. Spirituality equals happiness. Actually, spirituality equals eternal happiness. The way to say it is spirituality is equal to eternal happiness. But how? People don't know. It's not religion. We're not talking of religion. I wrote a book about 5 years ago. What the book was, I don't know how many of you have read the book. It's called God Equals Happiness. I know how many of you have read this book. Interesting book. I've written this in 2018 or 2019. I don't even know what's in that book. If I go, that book must be a bacha ka book now because we've evolved so much.
So when I travel, I carry your bag. I think it has created interest in many. Success is not happiness, and happiness is success. So that itself has, many people ask, and somebody has taken the bag also.
Bag. Oh, that somebody
The
took it.
black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Thank you, Krishna. Sukhi and Siri. Captured the title. Sukhi and Siri.
Shivoham, sir. I
Shivoham.
go down to all the sip in this call. Spirituality is most essential thing. I feel it should start from the school itself, some part of it at least, because after coming to this call, I've realized so many things. And the most important thing we learned in the happiness secret was about choosing to be happy. I think
So, but happiness secret is not spirituality. It's not
no,
fully spirituality.
those few points. But we understand that life is temporary and we have everything. Pleasure doesn't give us, happiness for a long time. But when you understand spirituality, there is joy, peace, and bliss.
So therefore, what do you think is the connection? What creates that? What is it that leads to the joy, peace, and bliss?
So about when you understand karma, detachment, acceptance, then
So there are
you
many things, right? They're not one thing.
many,
There are
many
many
things
things. So
actually.
choose one thing. Choose one thing and tell me that one thing which is so how Krishna told. Krishna said very clearly that spirituality is not required for happiness, but for eternal happiness, you want because you go from pleasure to peace to purpose. So, like that, take any one subject.
If I say if you can understand karma,
Good, very good point.
that's the most important thing I feel.
Spirituality Spirituality teaches you karma. It makes you do good karma and you're happy. It makes you transcend karma and you're eternally happy. Good.
Acceptance, surrender.
Good.
Many
So
things.
next, please. Huh? Good. That was a specific point. Siri and Rajanand.
Shivaham Guruji.
Shivaham.
Spirituality teaches us to move from religion to spirituality. And
Very good. Very good.
secondly,
Continue.
all these disturbances and all this, you feel oneness, all are equal, that SLS. You see, you love everyone. So if you see everyone as God, there is no other person, means why this hatred will never come. Unnecessarily hatred and all these things. All are of the same consciousness. And so spirituality is essential. You can't say necessary. It is the most essential thing now.
Beautiful. What Siri has gone to the post-graduation. Siri has gone and said, spirituality leads you to non-duality. Spirituality transcends 2 points she has caught. She has caught about how we go from the kindergarten of religion to the university of spirituality. All this jagada, bagada, fighting with each other, all this hatred, all gone. Then the non-duality, we see sip in all. Beautiful. So as I told you, as I started this call, I didn't know what was the call. Today I said my people have not selected topic till 7:30 in the evening. We had not decided the topic. Then I picked, I said, some kuch bakwas topic. Is there some bakwas topic? I will pick. Is spirituality necessary? I thought it's a bakwas topic. And as soon as I started, I realized it's a book. It's a full book. How?
So much peace, love, bliss are coming to this.
Absolutely.
Cannot
People,
daily
people,
thanking nothing.
huh?
After coming to this call, I don't know how to thank, how to be gratitude, and so much we are getting from this call. It has really transcended our life. I don't know.
Because
all these things.
Because this call has made you soak in spirituality. It has completely made you soak. You're soaking in spirituality. So you're soaking in happiness. People who are truly spiritual are so happy. Ananda.
But only this call made me. I have to tell them.
Thank you, Siri. Rajanand.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, sir.
Sir. Spirituality, as you have already said, that is a science of spirit. It is science of Atma. It takes us away from avidya to vidya. जैसे बोलते तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमया. It takes us from misery to bliss because it teaches us that we are Atma, we are nothing other than this consciousness bliss. It takes us away from the samsara towards this bliss because we don't live as mind, body, and ego, and we live as Atma. The more we live as Atma, because Atma is basically bliss, ocean of bliss, ocean of happiness. That means we live on the banks of. So far, we are not enlightened. Then we feel that we are in that ocean. But so far, we are enlightened that we feel that
I'm taking essence of yours because I don't want you to lose your essence. तो आपके बोलने का essence मैंने क्या पकड़ लिया? आपने कहा spirituality is science of the spirit. मैंने वो उठाया आपसे. And when you in spirituality, when you realize you are Atma, you are an ocean of happiness. मैंने एक पॉइंट बरोबर बड़ा पकड़ के ले लिया, नहीं तो आपकी बातें फिर वो इतना हो जाएगी तो फिर I picked essential beautiful point आपसे आपके बातों में मैंने उखाड़ लिया, स्नैच कर लिया आपकी बातों में, ठीक है?
तो दरिया में रहने वाला कोई प्यासा नहीं रह सकता है. What I meant basically.
No, correct. So no, your 2 points. I like what you said. Spirituality is a science of the spirit. Spirit is Atma. Atma is ocean of happiness. Beautiful, very beautiful. I don't want to lose the focus of what you are saying. Siva, good. Thank you, Siva.
Pranam Guruji. All the problems in this samsara is because of BME only, Guruji. Body, mind, and ego. Or as we enter into spirituality, then we start realizing कि अरे ये BME कुछ है ही नहीं है, इसके लिए इतना क्यों हम लोग झंझट कर रहे हैं गुरुजी. तो BME को बाजू में करने के बाद बचता क्या है गुरुजी? खाली सोल बचता है. तो सोल के ऊपर ही हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं. तो as we work on our soul, अपने आप सब desires कम हो रहे हैं. Then we understand the purpose of फिर सोल के ऊपर काम करना है, मतलब कि what is the purpose of my life? Why am I here? Who am I? अगर इसके ऊपर काम कर रहे हैं तो गुरुजी बाकी अपने आप ही सब कुछ.
Okay, very beautiful. So I'm taking from Bala 2 beautiful points from Bala. What she's saying, spirituality teaches us 2 important questions. Who am I? Why am I here? And this spirituality leads us to free from all the misery and suffering, and we become happy. Very good point, Bala. I'm trying to catch important points. Okay, so I'm not
Siba,
letting.
Siba.
Siba.
Guruji, I'm again going into past, then don't make me go in the past, Guruji. Such a beautiful name. Let me live with that name only, Guruji.
Siba.
Let me grow with.
Siba. Sorry. मैं क्या करूं, आप इतना चटनी वटनी खिलाता तो बाबू बाला का मेमोरी ज्यादा रहे ना वो ओके ओके गुड ब्लिको can't hear you Bliko can't hear you can you hear Bliko I can't hear you your voice is going cut I don't know if you can hear him can you hear no cannot hear Bliko louder please okay Bliko try again Yogini and God's will. If Biko comes back, you can let him.
Shivoham, sir.
Shivoham.
Shivoham, sir. Spirituality is a teacher who has taught me to from Om Namah Shivaya to Shivoham.
Okay. How is that going to give you happiness?
Because in Shivoham, what we do the jap, we meditate on it and we silence our mind, which automatically gives us happiness.
Actually, I am taking from your point. What you're saying is what is the right thing, what you actually were trying to say. Spirituality reveals Shivoham. And Shivoham gives us happiness because Shivoham means what?
Shivoham means I am nothing. It has taught us that.
I am nothing and I become everything. I become everything. And
when I surrender.
That gives you complete happiness. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivo. Good, very good. God's will. Thank you. Yes, God's will.
What a great honor to be here today, as usual. So there's a difference between happiness and pleasure. We have to get that first established. There's 2 things there. And secondly, everybody has to negotiate 2 realms. They have to negotiate the realm of duality, and they have to negotiate the realm of oneness. So the 2 things. Oneness is the definition of happiness. So achieving spirituality leads to the ultimate happiness. That's everybody agrees on that. But spirituality also helps with the unenlightened people who are on the path, because there are various things here which happen or are challenging. Impermanence is one, death and things like this, sickness. And it's very helpful not to be strongly attached, strongly identified, because if you are, this is what the Buddha calls suffering, dukkha, comes from attachment. If you have strong attachment, you suffer very seriously. So spirituality liberates you from attachment, and therefore that type of suffering, and it also takes you into the ultimate happiness. That's how I see it, sir.
Very good. Very beautiful. Spirituality, he really bringing about the Buddha's point of view. Spirituality is that state where you are free from attachments. And attachment is a cause of suffering. And therefore, if you are free from attachment, obviously spirituality, of course, you spoke about non-duality as well, many things. So the point is important that we stick to a focused point so that everybody can benefit on the call. So Will, you would like to add some more focus, or have I missed your points, or have I captured it?
Yeah, I think the word love comes into this, because spirituality.
The word love you're adding now for the first time. Nobody has spoken about love. So you're adding the love. So let me add the point. What Will is saying, spirituality also creates love, and love is one of the keys of eternal happiness. Without love, you cannot have eternal happiness. Impossible. What are the keys, Will? What are the 3 keys of eternal happiness?
Love, bliss, and peace.
Correct. You need peace, you need love, and then you need ananda.
Yes.
So if you have these three, then you're completely soaking in
Yes, sir.
eternal happiness. Thank you, Will. Rumataji. Rumataji.
Pranam Guruji, Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Guruji, I feel the basic thing is it uproots us from the myth to real world, to reality of life. For example, God don't live in sky. वो कन कन में है. He lives in the our heart. और कन कन में है. Spirituality takes us to the real life.
Beautiful point. Rumataji says a very beautiful point that spirituality overcomes mithya and puts us in the realm of satya. And that satya gives you a lot of happiness. And the mithya eliminates all the miseries and sorrow. Beautiful point.
And secondly, Guruji, love should be from root to root.
हाँ रूमाता जी वही तो लव हम बात करें वो तो बाकी का लव इज नॉट स्पिरिचुअलिटी ना जो व्हाट गॉड्स विल ने बोला विल वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट डिवाइन लव बिकॉज
Yes.
ऑर्डिनरी लव इज नॉट गोइंग टू गिव यू इटर्नल हैप्पीनेस
Yes, Guruji.
वो तो क्या है तन से तन का मिलन उससे क्या होगा
कुछ नहीं.
गुड थैंक यू रूमाता जी शिवा
Shivam.
Yes, Shivoham.
I think spirituality leads you to the real truth, real eternal happiness, because from Bhoga to Yoga, we were all immersed in samsara so much and suffering, and the result was suffering. And the spirituality taught us from Bhoga to Yoga, and where you
Beautiful.
realize the
Very
inner
beautiful.
to self-realization. And
Very beautiful. So spirituality takes you away from bhoga and takes you into yoga. Bhoga will give you pleasure but will not give you eternal happiness. And yoga will give you that yogi jo yog mein sada hi rahe. So very important that spirituality eliminates bhoga, takes to yoga. We can also use it for the AHS. Spirituality will lead to AHS. Thank you, Siva. We have got Samatma. Yes, Samatma. Samatma.
Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Yeah, I love all the divine souls on the call.
Yes.
Really, only when we realize that we are nothing, we can truly be happy. Because at that point we expect nothing and accept everything as a prasad from Sit, and then only we can live in Prema Yoga.
So I'm capturing your point. Spirituality makes us accept everything as a prasadam.
Yeah.
Spirituality makes us accept and surrender. Beautiful point, and are not covered because without spirituality, people will not accept and surrender. Of course, the word karma it's linked to karma, but yes, in spirituality, तुम ही सब कुछ जानत प्रीतम तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो, right? Samatma, so you are willing to follow the policy of ABCD. I'm taking ABCD into your gamut of what you're saying. Very good. Anything else, Samatma?
No, and this is the main point. Only when we realize, and we get this realization only through spirituality.
Without
Then
spirituality,
nothing.
then can be no ABCD.
Yes.
There can be no arpanam, no surrender, no acceptance. Truth
We
or
have
no?
made A
Thank you.
to Z. We have made it A to Z now.
What
ABCD
it is?
has become A to Z. Totally.
Yeah. You have created spirituality. Good. That's a good effort.
Thank
He was
you.
the Greenoplex, if it's anybody. Yes, Rutanu.
Om Guruji.
Shivoham.
Guruji, spirituality brings us to the present moment and we realize that it's a present from SIP.
Beautiful. Very beautiful. Spirituality locks the door to the past and the future. Spirituality makes you live in the present moment of. Beautiful. Good point. See, I told you at the beginning of this call, it's a book. So each of this becomes a chapter. So the Zoom call content writes the book. I don't write the book. You write the book. Ashok Nichani. Yes.
Shivam Sarji.
Shivam.
Sarji, spirituality is a path to happiness. For example, like a guru takes us from darkness to light, spirituality takes us to Satchit Anand. In learning what is the meaning of silence, spirituality teaches us silence. And
So you are giving two different points. So first point, I'm taking this. Spirituality teaches us the ability to still the mind, to be in silence, in meditation, and this creates peace. And so first point, I show peace, the very foundation of happiness. And the second point, you're saying spirituality after peace, it takes us to Satchit Anand, that state of eternal happiness through awakening. Kya awakening? I am not the body, mind, ego, I am the divine soul. Such living in truth consciousness. So I'm taking this point, living in truth consciousness.
One more, Sarji, silence, which is
I already captured. Silence. Continue.
शांति में मिला जो आनंद सत्य के चित में मिला सच्चित आनंद.
So I've taken both. I've taken both your points. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. Very good. Bliko, are you there? Bliko came again. I saw Bliko going. Okay. I am Sip. I know where is Bliko. Bliko. Otherwise, Bliko came and went. I am Sip.
Shivoham Guruji, I bow down to you and all Sip on this call. Guruji, so far as I think spirituality is not necessary for happiness, but it is necessary for understanding the meaning of life and the way of living. The happiness comes as a byproduct automatically.
But nahi, I am Sip. Not like that. Spirituality, happiness is not a byproduct. Happiness is a lifeline of spirituality. See, byproduct का मतलब क्या है? Byproduct का मतलब है main point नहीं है. वो buy one take one free है.
अपने आप आ जाएगा ना.
हाँ नहीं, लेकिन वो अपने आप एक्चुअली यही तो हम गलती करते हैं. We think spirituality is something else and happiness is just a follow-up of that. ना. Every iota of spirituality, actually यही तो हमारी मूर्खता है. We are fools. I have been a fool for such a long time, thinking spirituality is a separate subject, happiness is a follower of spirituality. No. The real thing, you are able to be peaceful only because of spirituality.
Spirituality, right.
So it is a direct, it is not a, I would not like to use the word byproduct. I would say it is a direct benefit. बाई प्रोडक्ट क्या होता है ना, बाई प्रोडक्ट क्या होता है, आपने मैगी ले लिया तो मैगी के साथ कुछ मसाला भी साथ में आता है. तो ये साथ में आने वाली की बात नहीं है. आई होप यू आर गेटिंग माय पॉइंट, व्हाई आई एम सेइंग
स्पिरिचुअलिटी से यू गेट इटर्नल हैप्पीनेस, तो वो हैप्पीनेस मटेरियलिस्टिक तो बीच में ही आ गई ना.
Byproduct can be with spirituality.
I understood. This is not the word to be used. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for understanding, because I don't want to use the wrong word. That's why I brought this up. Okay? Thank you, Ahmsit. Now Bliko, Rekha Parwani, Umang Jain, Girija, Kamal ji.
Shivam, can
Will you try to off your video, Bliko? I think your connection is weak. Just off your video.
Okay, so now it is okay.
Now it is good.
Yeah, okay. So this spirituality is necessary because people don't know what is happiness. People are in the pleasure mode and achievement and all this wrong thing, and they experience happiness and sorrow, seesaw of the happiness. So they don't know what is eternal happiness. Spirituality teaches eternal happiness by living in consciousness and not to be overwhelmed by mind, which is giving you man mitha dukh, whereas consciousness gives you satchit anand.
So I love one of the, I think nobody has emphasized on the word consciousness till now, I think.
Yes.
So you've caught the word. Yeah, spirituality leads us into consciousness, and it is in this consciousness you started with something else. What did you start with?
The consciousness you will feel Satchidanand, whereas if you are in the mind state, you will feel man mit
No, no.
dukha,
I think
and you
you
will,
spoke about temporary happiness also, I think.
yeah,
So
that is
you,
a temporary happiness. Yeah,
yeah,
for the mind, with the mind, you get all the happiness and sorrow, a seesaw of the happiness. So you come sometimes the kabhi khushi kabhi gum mode you are always
good.
experiencing when you are in
Very
the
good point.
mind.
Very good point. So Bliko is saying without spirituality, there can be kabhi khushi, kabhi gum. Up and down will be there. But in spirituality, we are locked in consciousness and we have got eternal happiness. Correct, Bliko?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you. Thank you. Rekha and Umang Jain. Although our second round will come second, the next after the first round. So first Rekha, Parwani, Umang Jain, Girija, Kamal. Then second round.
Shubham,
Yes, Shubham.
spirituality teaches us that we are happiness. And
Good.
it teaches that we come with nothing and we go with nothing. So ultimately, nothing matters. And it teaches us to let go.
Beautiful
We
points.
become
So
happy.
you're given many shorter points. So spirituality, it teaches us to let go. It teaches us nothing matters. And
Yes.
what one more thing you said? Nothing.
We come alone and we go alone. So
And
we,
it teaches us that this is a leela.
yes,
Spirituality is a drama. We come and we go. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? भाड़ में
yes,
जाओ. हाँ?
yes,
BMJ. भाड़ में जाओ.
yes, sir.
Thank you, Umang Jain. I think Meenakshi. Umang, oh, welcome. Yes, Umang. I thought Meenakshi was on the call.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam.
Yeah. Spirituality, what I understand so far is like, we can't climb a Mount Everest directly. We need to put first ladder or step. So spirituality is that step. Spirituality helps in replacing our negative thoughts to positive thoughts and helping in controlling the mind. So whenever you control your minds or thoughts through spirituality, you will automatically reach out or step ahead for the happiness. So
Beautiful.
what I understand is we can't happy over a night. Spirituality, meditation, which help in reaching happiness throughout the year time. Yeah.
Very beautiful. कहाँ से अचानक आप आ गए हैं? अचानक आपने आगे सिक्सर मार दिया. Beautiful. Umang Jain says spirituality is that ladder. What is this ladder? Spirituality is the ladder. You're climbing the peak of happiness by stilling the mind and killing the mind that is the enemy of happiness. Beautiful point. Very beautiful point. I'm surprised you have come speaking after a long time on the call, but thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for your inputs. Very beautiful point. Thank you. Girija.
Thank you.
Thank you. Girija. Girija, speak.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam.
Guruji. Spirituality teaches us the true happiness is the inner peace when we realize that we are divine soul and we are safe and we see safe in everybody, rather than not to run behind the worldly success.
So you're giving 2 points now. You're giving 2 major points. One point you're saying spirituality teaches us that success is not happiness. Happiness is success.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
spirituality also teaches us, you said, what did you say?
Inner peace. I said inner peace when
No,
we
you said
realize that
something else very
worldly,
important.
not to run behind the worldly success.
That you said. One more point you said. What did you start with?
I said teaches us the true happiness is the inner peace when we realize that we are a divine soul.
Wait. You said something very important. You don't remember what you said. You said spirituality teaches us SLS. See sip in all, love sip in all, and serve sip in all. That is a big happiness. Huge happiness.
Yeah.
Huge, very big, very big happiness. So 2 points. Thank you. After that, we have got Kamalji. And then second round. Second round, we have got Siba, Sachin, Krishna, and okay, after Kamalji. Kamalji, Siba, Sachin, Krishna.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam, sir.
Spirituality is the key to SIP, which is full of happiness.
Beautiful. Very beautiful. Simple bot. Simple. Kamal ji bolte hain, spirituality is the key. If you open the door, you reach heaven. Because you attain sit, मतलब स्वर्ग में पहुंच गए. और क्या चाहिए? स्वर्ग में पहुंचे. मतलब spirituality is the key to heaven. Because you discover God realization. You go from self-realization, मैं आपको शब्द ऐड कर रहा हूं, self-realization to God realization, मतलब you discover SIP. कैसे? Self-realization to God realization. तो in happiness secret क्या बोलते हैं? It's a key to heaven. Thank you, Kamal ji, very beautiful. Shiba, Sachin, Krishna.
Guruji, in spirituality, we came initially it was that कि मन में आता है वो करते थे गुरुजी. हमारे को लगता था ऐसा ही सब कुछ है, but by using, we didn't knew कि by stilling our mind, by being in the consciousness, by using intellect, and using the discrimination power, we can overcome so many things.
Beautiful. I'm taking your point. So spirituality helps us to eliminate the mind and activate the intellect. And when the intellect discriminates, we can be happy. Beautiful point. Spirituality activates intellect and that creates happiness. Very beautiful. Sachin Krishna, Rajanand. Sachin Krishna. Siba ho gaya.
So, Guruji,
Yes, sir.
spirituality brings us to Shunne, which is the truth.
Brings us to?
Shunne, zero.
Nothingness. Have you covered this point? Okay, point is covered, but anything more you want to add?
No, that's the truth. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So basically, and we also said everything, no, nothing and everything. Good point, but covered, Sachin. Thank you. Krishna Rajanand. Why I'm capturing your points is, and why I'm saying no, yes, is because this is becoming a book. This book will be released. Zoomer's book. Yes, Krishna.
Yes, sir, the biggest sorrow is death and fear of death.
Wow.
So spirituality teaches us we are the immortal soul.
Wow, wow,
So
wow, wow.
that becomes a celebration.
Beautiful, very beautiful, very beautiful. Spirituality makes us awaken that we are the divine soul, immortal soul. And because we are the immortal soul, it eliminates fear of death, the biggest cause of unhappiness. The biggest cause of unhappiness. लोग मौत से इतना डरते हैं, क्योंकि वो नहीं जानते वो कभी नहीं मरते. And spirituality tells you, you are immortal. You are immortal. You are immortal. Then what's there? What is there to be unhappy? Beautiful. Very beautiful. Book is getting completed. I think we'll have at least 25, 30 chapters by the end of this call. I don't have to break my head on writing a book. आप लोगों ने किताब लिख दिया. I am not writing the book. You only wrote the book. Rajanand, Siva, Rumataji, and Prakash.
Sir, one of the cause of unhappiness and misery is that we experience diversity here in this universe. So spirituality is a journey from duality to non-duality, from diversity to universal oneness.
Have we covered this point? ये point तो cover हो गया. और कुछ add करना है तो बोलिए आप.
नहीं, I was out, मैं बाहर आया था.
No problem. Because what happens, each point I'm writing as a chapter. So I'm capturing each point. So don't feel bad. जो भी point हो गया तो हो गया. Siva, I'll come back. We still have 10 more minutes, 12 more minutes to write this full book. This is becoming a book. Everybody's contribution. Siva, Rumataji, Prakash, and Sophia.
Okay. Spirituality taught us there is no mind and ego. That is the cause of our rebirth because of karma. So this is the biggest thing. This is the biggest thing we learned, that we don't want to come back again and again in this thing. Without, when you leave this, when Atma leaves this body, you should go without me, so that there is no rebirth.
Very beautiful. So the words I'm capturing, spirituality eliminates me, the mind and ego, which carries karma and continues to make us suffer on earth and rebirth. Not only rebirth, two sufferings. Suffering on earth and rebirth. Who's suffering? Only me. Spirituality makes us free from me. So what's the point I'm capturing? It makes us free from me. Beautiful, Siva. Very good point. Rumataji.
Naam Guruji, Shivoham.
बोलिए
Guru Kripa is very important because he has opened the doors of spirituality. Otherwise, we were in other world.
तो उससे
Really?
हैप्पीनेस का क्या कनेक्शन है? उससे हैप्पीनेस का क्या कनेक्शन है?
किसका?
गुरु कृपा और हैप्पीनेस का क्या कनेक्शन है?
गुरु कृपा, गुरुजी स्पिरिचुअलिटी के डोर्स किसने खोले हैं? गुरु ने। तो गुरु ही है ना जो हैप्पीनेस की तरफ ले गए हमें।
ओके, तो ठीक है, मैं लेता हूँ आपका पॉइंट आपका लेता हूँ, उखाड़ के लेता हूँ। तो रूमाता जी से spirituality leads us to a enlightened master who opens the door to eternal happiness. ऐसे आप बोल रहे हैं ना? Spirituality leads us to an enlightened master because without the master life is disaster. So spirituality leads us to the master. Master door खोलता है, खुशी खुश.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
and second point is Guruji, those who were in Murti Puja, they come to believe, they come to know that SIP is there. Everything is SIP.
ये कवर हो गया. Spirituality takes us from religion to spirituality. ये point हो गया.
Okay. Okay, Guruji.
Thank you, Prakash. Shiv Prakash.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste.
The ultimate goal of spirituality is enlightenment.
Yes.
And an enlightened soul can never be unhappy.
Good, very good. Good point. We can take it towards the end of the book. So what Shiv Prakash is saying, spirituality leads to enlightenment. And enlightenment is the ultimate peak of happiness. Matlab, the person who reaches enlightenment is in Satchit Anand Atma, complete Nasha. Very good point. I think we have not covered this point, so we were adding. Good point, Prakash. Sophia, thank you. Sophia, and then Bliko, Girija, Siba.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So, spirituality connects me to the soul. Then, second thing, I am mindful and I am being present and aware in the moment. And third thing is stay in state of Sachidanand all the time and
Okay,
double
so
happiness. And fourth is see God in all and get moksha for sure.
So I think you've not been there for the full call. So I'm only picking one of your point, which is not covered by them by now. And the point I'm picking is other points are all covered by others. Spirituality creates that mindfulness and awareness.
Awareness.
And when we are living in this awareness and mindfulness, then we are living in truth consciousness. So spirituality later it goes on to Satchidananda, wo to cover ho gaya. But before going to Satchidanand, is very good point. Spirituality creates that mindfulness and that awareness. Thank you. Good, Sophia.
Thank you.
Bliko, Girija, Siba, Ahem Atma, Atmatray, Renuka, Sachin. Bliko.
Let me close my video. Okay. Now can you listen me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to introduce one term which is very famous in our scripture, which is spirituality teaches us to go to the Shreya Marg, not to the Preya Marg. The Preya Marg is that you just enjoy the world, use your all the energy,
from pleasure to
all
peace.
the
That will be the same. Okay, I'll be making note of the two words, Shreya and Preya. But
Shreya
basically,
Marg.
evolving from pleasure to peace and purpose. Correct. That's what it is, right?
That is one thing. And second thing, it will drag you out from the sansar and it will, make you attracted to the.
Yeah, वो point भी हो गया. Boga to yoga, correct?
Boga to yoga, yeah, correct. Yeah. So
good point. But the words are good. Shreya and Preya words are good. Make note of the words. Dipali. Okay. Girija.
Shivam Guruji.
Yes.
Spirituality teaches us neti neti tattvamasi. Without spirituality, we wouldn't have learned this mantra.
We have covered the neti neti tattvamasi. We have covered that point. We'll add the words neti neti tattvamasi, but the point is covered that we are not this, we are that.
Okay. Second, spirituality teaches us to be in silence.
Covered. Point covered.
That is also covered. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Good points, but covered. Siba. Now I'm selfish. I'm picking only points not covered. So I'm in a selfish mood right now. Girija, Siba.
Spirituality opens our real eyes of realization, Guruji.
और फिर क्या होता है?
And then which was life, which was initially a burden and suffering, has transformed into blessing.
So you're inspiring me. So I'm taking your inspiration. Spirituality makes us realize Maya. सब कुछ माया है. And so that's a beautiful thing. We become happy. And spiritual, also Leela we have covered. Leela we have covered, but Maya we have not covered. So I'm adding your inspiration of Maya. Aham Atma. The Tirukul book I'm trying to read, but unless you tell me which verses to read, very difficult, very complicated. You can send me some verses one by one.
Definitely. I will tell you, sir. I will tell you, Guruji. Good evening. Spirituality leads to better relationships. आदमी और आदमी को
अरे
मर्यादा
बहुत
करना आता
बढ़िया,
है.
सिक्सर मार दिया.
And
बहुत अच्छा point.
spirituality, even the dog, we are treating them as a divine. Then
Beautiful.
आदमी और आदमी को भगवान के जैसे करने में, it leads to better relationship.
Beautiful, very beautiful point. Spirituality changes our entire relationship, our paradigm, our attitude towards relationship change. And instead of seeing the devil in your bedroom, you start seeing the Devi. Otherwise, you see devil, now you see Devi.
Right.
So you don't see Shaitan, you see Bhagwan. Very beautiful point. I am Atma. You are silent for so long. Atma Tray.
Thank you. Yeah, right.
Atma Tray.
Sir, Shivam sir. I think spirituality frees us from karma. When we are load of burden of karma, so we get freedom, we get happiness.
But have we not covered? We have covered the point. Atma Tray. Karma point is covered.
Okay.
Thank you. Good point, but covered. Renuka, mini air.
Shivoham, sir.
Shivoham.
So spirituality helps an individual to be prepared for the unknown and uncertainties that comes across. It will not affect the person who is practicing spirituality, and one can tackle any sort of situation with a calm mind and in consciousness.
So I'm inspired to take one point from what you're saying. I've written a book. About 4 years back. It's called Many Problems, One Solution. What's the book called? Many Problems?
One Solution.
What is the one solution to many problems? All the problems. And if you solve all your problems, then you become happy. Which is the magic? What is the magic that can solve all problems of this world? All problems. What is the magic? Only one magic. Spirituality. One magic. Thank you. MA.
Thank you.
MA. Sachin. I'm calling MA. Rather than calling you Ma, I'm calling MA. Sachin.
Guruji, spirituality removes all the ignorance which get us to not only enlightenment, which someone said, but to the actual purpose of liberation.
Is there? I think it's a new point. I'm not sure if anybody has given.
Nobody said this. Nobody said that.
Beautiful point. So spirituality wipes out ignorance. The cause
which gets us to liberation. Actual fact.
No, liberation is too far. Spirituality eliminates ignorance, the cause of all unhappiness. So liberation we are not going today. Today we are not going to that liberation. Today we are talking
ultimate goal is liberation only.
But that is not the subject of happiness. Eternal happiness ho gaya. But spirituality eliminates ignorance. Very good, very important point. And that ignorance is the cause of all unhappiness. So you got it. Good point. Atmanji.
I move on to Ship, sir.
Yes, sir.
So most of the point has covered, sir.
Yes, sir.
I have written some happiness plus SMN, Shravan, Manan, Nidhyasan equal to AFA, mathematical formula. Then AFA plus LADI equal to EFE. And EFE plus T, transcendence, is LFL.
Mathematical formula. बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेट कर दिया आपने सिंपल मुझे कॉम्प्लिकेशन समझ में नहीं आता सिंपल समझाओ
सिंपल ये है कि सर अल्टीमेट एम इज इनलाइटनमेंट
करेक्ट
मतलब एक इनलाइटनमेंट हो जाएगा उसके पहले यदि नहीं होता है तब तो फिर we can also sleep in the path.
So
So
tell me, how does spirituality help in happiness? You told many good points, but pick
हाँ,
up a point जो आपने बोला जिसमें happiness है.
पर हमारा ये करना है enlightenment पे ज्यादा फोकस होना चाहिए, because ultimately we have to go from happiness to enlightenment.
No, we are not saying like that. We are saying enlightenment is happiness. How is enlightenment equal to happiness?
Because feeling of oneness is there, and we see
Covered.
sleep in everybody. This point is covered.
Covered.
So this is only points. Okay, some.
No, you're given one good point. I'm catching one good point. I thought you
Yes,
have. See, when I'll tell too many things, I get confused. What one point I caught, nobody has told. What you told is a beautiful point. It is Ladi. So
yes,
when you are living as a divine instrument, that is
right.
Ananda. बहुत नशा है वो.
Actually, sir, happiness, pleasure के बाद happiness आता है. Even the
हाँ.
person who is not in spirituality, he experience जैसे कि he becomes successful material world, but that is only temporal. उसको
So
how
we
to
are not worrying about
yes,
that. Tell me how spirituality leads to Ladi is a good point. और कोई point है
yes,
आपका?
sir. और तो मेरा है कि सर मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म में थोड़ा सा फॉर्मूला में देने से क्या ना इट विल रिमेम्बर मतलब
What's the
सम
formula?
फॉर्मूला आई हैव गिवन सर हैप्पीनेस प्लस श्रवण मनन निधिध्यासन is equal to AFA. Then AFA equal to LADI equal to EFE. And
Okay.
EFE plus transcendental is equal to LFL.
ओके बट ये तो आपने अलग किताब के लिए बोल दिया, ये एक अलग किताब हो जाएगा. हैप्पीनेस का मैंने पिक किया लाडी. सुखी, थैंक यू आत्मन जी. नो वी हैव गॉट ओनली 2 minutes टू क्लोज. नाउ देयर इज नो टाइम. तो क्विकली सुखी, योगिनी, आभा, कमल, सचिन, सोफिया. क्विक few seconds. सुखी.
Shivoham, sir.
Yes, Suki.
Everything is a manifestation of Sukh.
But that leads to SLS, no? It's not a new point. If everything is a manifestation, yeah,
Same
both
thing.
same point. Good point. Yogini, thank you. I'm rushing to close, okay? I'm rushing to close. Yogini?
The spirituality takes us to Apodipo Bhava, to enlighten your inner self.
तो क्या होता है उससे?
उससे खुशी मिलती है ना सर,
हाँ,
आनंद
तो
आता है ना?
cover हो गया वो जो there is a realization I am the Atma, I am the soul,
Yeah.
and then but one thing probably you're inspiring me. Let me say, when you get apodipo bhava, when you got the inner awakening, then you reach the state of peace, love, and bliss. I don't think we have covered this. Inner awakening gives peace, love, and bliss. So I'm capturing like that. Abba, thank you. Good point. Abba, Kamalji, Sachin, we have to close. Abba, Kamalji, Sachin. Yes, please.
Okay. Shivoham. Just one word, and I think it's been covered in roundabout many ways. Surrender. It teaches us surrender, total surrender.
It's covered, right? Yes, it's a good point, Abba, but like you said, it's covered, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. But
Thank
it's a
you.
very important thing. Because surrender gives you a lot of happiness. People who are not spiritual don't know how to surrender. Spiritual people know to surrender. Thank you.
Because thank you.
Thank you. Kamalji, quickly, Kamalji, we have to close.
Spirituality is oxygen which removes all the toxins.
हाँ ठीक है, वो आपने अभी एक शायरी ऐड कर दिया आपने, वो पॉइंट तो कवर्ड है. थैंक यू. Sachin, quickly, and Rajesh will close with Rajesh. Sachin.
The biggest thing, Guruji, which I have learned is probably, I'll say, let go.
Covered. Point covered. Rajesh.
प्रभु स्पिरिचुअलिटी गिव्स मंत्र जीने का, शांति आनंद प्यार.
हो गया. अभी हमने बोला, अभी किसने बोला पता नहीं, योगिनी ने बोला अभी. गुड. Sophia, any comment? We are closing, Sophia.
Yes, sir. Spirituality teaches us kindness, understanding to myself and others.
Is it covered? Okay, I like the point. It's a good point. So what I'm saying, spirituality teaches us all pep. All the pep means kindness, compassion, forgiveness, love, understanding, and it eliminates all the toxic emotions. So spirituality brings in pep and it eliminates SNP because of the realization that we are all one. Thank you, my dear friends. It's time to close this call. When today they got actually at 7:15, they asked me, what is the topic of today's discussion? I said, why everybody's sleeping? 7:15, nobody has told what is the topic. 7:30, I chose the topic very reluctantly. I said, kitna boring topic hai, kitna ordinary topic hai, what is spiritual, how does spirituality create happiness? I didn't know it's going to become a book. It's going to become a book, but this is Prabhu's will. This is the will of SIP. Everything is done by SIP. We do nothing. And today this group has reached that state of eternal happiness. I'm telling you, this kind of happiness you can't get anywhere in the world. If you can get this kind of happiness anywhere in the world, I'm ready to come with you. Let's go. Nowhere in the world, this Zoom call, the kind of happiness we have in the Zoom call cannot happen anywhere in the whole world. But unfortunately, how many people realize it? Less than 100. Less than 100 people understand the beauty of this call. Dear Lord, thank you for creating this beautiful satsang every evening at 8. Thank you for opening the gate to peace, love, and bliss. Thank you for this meditative hour of yoga. Thank you of this 60 minutes of self-realization and God realization. Thank you for this topic today of spirituality and happiness. Thank you for all the people who ask interesting questions. Thank you for giving us the answers through your divine inspiration. Thank you for keeping this call so full of spiritual oxygen. Thank you for helping us evolve on the path. Thank you for your kripa, your grace upon all of us. We know we are blessed. We know this call is a gift which is no comparison. We know that this call is a call of SIP, and we all surrender. We don't want to slip. We are all on that divine ship. We all want to reach SIP, and we are grateful for this beautiful trip. Every day, you hold our hand. You don't let us slip. We are grateful to you, SIP. With folded hands, I bow down to you.